Welcome back to lovely Kyoto. It's been a while, been a couple of weeks, but I am back. I've been busy with school, busy with being hungover, and busy with escaping this heat. But figures, got summer break now, so why not get back into the swing of things? And today I've been collecting questions from family members, from friends, and whatnot. So I thought I might just do a little Q&A. Walking through downtown Kyoto here, as you saw in the previous clip. This river area is absolutely beautiful, and I love going here. And the buildings you see on the other side of the river is like the bar area. So that's usually where we go hang out when we want to get some beers or whatever. And it's great. I guess I'll start off with a quite dumb question, which is also honestly a good one because it's really hard to figure out. And that is from my friend Isaac. He asks, what side of the road do people walk on here in Japan? And honestly, I can't figure it out. I cannot for the life of me figure it out. So I thought I had figured it out. You're supposed to walk on the right side, bikes come on the left side, and then people do whatever the fuck they want. So I'd say walk on whatever side, where you feel like you're not being a nuisance to other people. Try to just stay out of other people's way, and you should be good. You should be good. Another question from Isaac. Do they still use cash here? Yes, they do, a lot. I would say it's a lot better than I expected. You can get by with card usually, but there are a lot of places that don't take card. Like a lot of restaurants don't take card. A lot of I guess mom and pop stores and whatever don't take card. And it's just like the more modern places, card is all right. If you're downtown, then you can use card on most places, but I'd say you do definitely need to carry cash all the time because you can't get around without it. During daily life, you are going to run into times where they only take cash. So yeah, but it is better than I expected, definitely. Yeah. So another question is, have the Japanese people reacted to my tattoo? Yes, they have. They are either very, very interested, or in some places, I tried to go to a public bath. I was not allowed to enter without covering it up, which I didn't have the ability to do. I think there is tape you can buy and whatever, but I didn't have any of that. But other than that, there have been a couple of times where Japanese old guys come up to me and read it and whatnot and act amazed and whatever. But overall it's been fine, except for knowing that I can't enter some places like the public baths. Also in the pachinko parlor I have to cover it up, so I have to have a long sleeve shirt or whatever whenever I went into there. But overall it's been fine. It's mostly been met with interest rather than distaste, I'd say. So the next question is, how do the Japanese people react to when we try to speak English or bad Japanese? So I'd say with English, they are very, 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 they don't really recognize it. They have a really hard time. There are some people who know English and speak it well, but overall they're not good at it at all. Also, a little bit of an interruption, and you guys are gonna have to get used to this. Look at this. Just found this temple right here. Not sure if you can see too much. So this looks really cool. So yeah. So they don't really respond to English too much because their English is not good. There are some people who know it who are quite good, but overall it's just not good at all. And then when it comes to bad Japanese, I think they actually respond really well. They really appreciate when you try to speak the language, and yeah, like they're super appreciative of it, and they try to help you out. Like whenever you say something wrong, they try to like correct you and help you out and get through the sentence, which I think has been great so far. So the next question, which is a really good one in my opinion, comes from my friend Melvin. He asks, why are the washing machines on the balconies? And I actually had to look this up because I had no idea why. I've been wondering the same myself. And apparently it's because like when a lot of places were built, they weren't really built with a washing area. They weren't really built with an area prepared for the washing machine initially. And then, so whenever washing machines became prevalent, they had to put them somewhere, and it just ended up being on the balcony because that's where the free space was. And that's one thing that I've really noticed, like looking around at my Japanese neighbors and whatnot, is that people don't really use their balconies as a balcony. You never see people sit out there or chill out there or anything like that. It's always just, it's used as a washing room. People hang their clothes out to dry. That's about it. I never really see people actually use them as a balcony. So for the next question, are there any specific places I want to visit? I'd say yes, definitely. There's loads of places I want to visit. I want to go to Tokyo, I want to go to Universal Studios Japan, and there's also for those of you who know, a certain Microsoft related thing I want to go to as well. But I'd say overall, there's so much stuff I want to experience, there's so many things I want to see, that it's hard to really just say a couple of different things, because I want to see everything, you know? So yeah, it's hard. For the next one, are things like energy drinks, alcohol and tobacco regulated? Yes, I'd say energy drinks are not, I don't think. But alcohol and tobacco, yes, definitely. I think the legal age is 20 years old, but it's not really well regulated, because basically what happens is if you go to the convenience or whatever and you're trying to buy alcohol, is you just get a little they've got a little screen next to the cash register where they ask, are you above 20 or not? You just press yes. They don't check your ID, they don't do anything like that. I've got friends who I've met here who are like 19, and they've never had any issue. You just press yes and then they don't care. I'm not sure if it's different if you are from Japan. They might check you more often, but with foreigners it feels like they just assume everyone is of legal age for some reason. So yeah, and then in the nightclubs as well, what I've heard is you can actually enter nightclubs even if you're below the legal age. But you get a band that says you're underage, but what you can do is you can just take it off apparently. So yes, it is regulated by law, but it's not really well regulated in practice. So yeah. For the final two questions, we will begin with, are there a lot of other foods available, like instead of just Japanese food? And my friend asks if there's stuff like kebab, Indian food, Thai and whatever. Yes, there are, but some things you kind of have to look for, some things are really easy to find. Like Indian stuff, really easy, because I think there's a lot of Indian people who live here. So you can find Indian stuff quite easily. I've seen a couple of Thai places as well. I haven't actually found a kebab place, but I know, like I've looked at Google Maps and whatever, and there are some, but like I said, you kind of have to look for them. But yeah, they definitely exist. And then for the final question, my friend asks, what do I miss the most about Sweden? And you know, the easy answer is I miss my friends, I miss my family and whatnot, and sure I do, but that's not the big thing. The big thing is I miss, in Sweden, we have something called Marabou. And Marabou is like a milk chocolate, which is amazing. So if any of you come to Japan, please bring me some Marabou, because I miss that stuff. Yeah, So thank you all once again for watching. Life in Japan has been great so far, and especially seeing you guys' response to the videos it's been super encouraging, and it really makes me want to keep doing it. So please leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, you know, the standard YouTube spiel. So yeah, I'll just end this off with some footage from a fireworks festival I went to the other day. So yeah, see you guys in a week or two. Bye.